Bonjour everyone, I am your humble French tarot reader Marine, and today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading on the theme of what is your next blessing. I thought it would be super interesting and a nice way to look forward to exciting things in the future, to go and explore your next blessing. And in order to do that, we're going to be pulling tarot and oracle cards. We're going to look at what is the blessing that is coming into your life, how this blessing can impact your life, what you need to do in order to receive this blessing in your life, and we'll finish with the long-term impact this blessing can have in your life. So we're going to explore all about your next blessing. It is such a joy to have you here, and I thank you so much for your presence. So if you don't know how pick a card reading works, in front of you, you can see 3 different piles. Today we have 3 different tarot decks and 3 different crystals. All you need to do is intuitively choose the pile that is calling out to you the most, as this is where your reading will be. In the description box, you're going to find timestamps that can take you straight to your reading. You're very welcome to watch more than one pile if you are called to more than one. And as always, this is a timeless reading. It doesn't matter when you're watching this, there should be hopefully something there for you. And as always, I want to remind you that tarot is a compass, can help point in different directions, show us different options, show us different possibilities, but the future is not set in stone. You remain the captain of your own ship. Today you can choose thanks to different backings of decks. I've chosen backings that are very bright and appealing and quite unique, as I thought it would be a nice way to choose. And I also have crystals. So for my pile number 1, you can choose thanks to this particular backing, which looks like this. And the crystal associated for my pile number 1 is a little tower of smoky quartz, which looks like this. So if this particular backing or this little crystal is calling out to you at this moment in time, your reading could be in pile number 1. For my pile number 2, the backings look like this. And the crystal associated is a piece of pink tourmaline, which looks like this. So if this particular crystal or these particular backs are calling to your intuition at this moment in time or resonating with you, your message could be in pile number 2. And finally, for my pile number 3, these are the backings associated with the deck. And for my pile number 3, the crystal is a piece of desert rose, which is a form of selenite. So if this particular crystal or the backs associated are calling to you at this moment in time, your message could be in pile number 3. As per usual, all the names of the decks are going to be in the description box for all of my fellow tarot lovers out there. And if you are someone who loves tarot and oracle decks, I encourage you to check my second channel out, The Ways of Your Soul, as this is where I share with you my passion for the cards. If you need a little bit more time to choose a pile for you, you're welcome to pause the video. I invite you to take some deep breaths, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaws, and come back to the waves of your soul. And for those of you who've chosen your pile, let's get into your reading starting now. Okay, my pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this particular crystal, the little piece of smoky quartz, or if you chose this deck, which is actually called the Serpent Fire Tarot, this is what it looks like. It's a very 70s, groovy, very bright, eclectic, electric, vibrant kind of deck. Really, really cool and a little bit psychedelic, very fiery in nature. If you chose this deck, then this is going to be the reading for you. I have pre-pulled some oracle cards. I've not yet looked at them, but we're going to start with that, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. Let's check out your oracle cards. They're going to help us figure out what blessing is coming in your life, my pile number 1. Let's see. We have transformation, beautiful. We have courage, okay. We have liberation. It's a French deck, but as you can see, very similar in French and in English. And we have force or strength. So for my pile number 1, it's really interesting because the blessing I sense coming into your life next has to do with a new chapter that you guys are initiating. With transformation, courage, liberation, and strength, I see you guys manifesting a change in your life and succeeding in manifesting the change you want, in succeeding creating a new chapter for you. So whether some of you have been praying and manifesting a change in career, whether some of you have been praying for a change in lifestyle, a change in potentially the place where you live, a move, if you've been praying for a new relationship, if you've been praying for stepping into a new version of yourself, a new identity, a new chapter in your life overall, this is what you guys are manifesting. You're manifesting newness, transformation, a fresh start. That is truly what I'm seeing for my pile number one. Your blessing coming in, you implementing a fresh start. With these 4 cards, I'm seeing the Fool's leap of faith. You guys being able to finally implement the change you want, transform, right? We have courage and transform. Very important. This is something that you guys are initiating and you're succeeding. It's something you've been praying for. My pile number one has been praying for a change, praying for newness, praying for a fresh chapter, whether it's in the career world, personal goals, romantic life, family life, spiritually, whatever it may be, you guys have been praying for a change and praying for a new start. And it's something that you guys are managing to succeed. And this is where the blessing is. You are managing to succeed in manifesting, in co-creating, and in stepping into a fresh start, a new chapter, a new version of your life. Transformation and courage. You're taking a leap of faith. You're being bold, my pile number one. You are trying something new and being bold, whether it's a new relationship, like I was saying, a new job, you are starting your own business, you're starting a new project, you are moving somewhere new, you're trying something completely different, you're living a completely different life. It's something you created, that you've been manifesting, that you've been wanting. It's allowing you to free yourself from your past self, right? With the liberation and strength, you really have been doing a really strong work around freeing yourself from past wounds, past limiting beliefs, past fears, past version of yourself, and you're now ready to step into this fresh chapter. And this is where the blessing is for my pile number one. It relies in your ability to step into a fresh start, take a leap of faith, and it succeeding. You're transforming, you're spreading your wing, and you're flying. I love that so much. So already the vibe for my pile number one is really the fact that your blessing, when it arrives in your life, takes the form of you being able to get the fresh start you're wanting, being able to implement the change you're wanting, you've been praying for, being able to manifest that leap of faith and it working out, and you being able to live a new version of your life that you've been hoping for. And again, of course, this is a general reading. So for some of you, it could be in the career world. Some of you, it could be in the family life. Some of you in terms of relationships. We're going to pull some tarot cards and see what else comes through. But I really see my pile number one's blessings coming in the form of a fresh start. And I feel like you guys have been praying for that. For some of you, it's been a long time coming. Some of you have been really working hard with this liberation card and strength in freeing yourself from old relationships, from bonds, from ties, or from certain patterns that have been making your life miserable. And now finally you're able to free yourself, cut those cords, cut those ties emotionally, spiritually, and you're able to step into that fresh chapter, finally unburdened. You've been able to leave a lot of spiritual and emotional baggage behind. It's giving full energy fully, right? So totally in the tarot, in the sense of taking a leap of faith, in the sense of being able to step into a new chapter, completely free from old burdens, completely free from old ties, and being able to reinvent yourself the way that you want to, the way that you choose to, without limitations, without constraints. Okay, beautiful. I love that so much for you guys. Okay, how is this blessing gonna impact your life, my pile number one? This fresh start, this new chapter, this change you're initiating, how, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, whether that a new version of yourself, is this blessing a new lifestyle? How is this blessing gonna impact your life, my pile number one? Let's see. How is this blessing going to impact your life? 9 of Wands, the Fool. There you go. I've been telling you, the Fool is here. And what card do you pull? The Fool. I am not surprised whatsoever for my pile number one. And we have the Empress. Beautiful. So, how is this blessing going to impact your life? for my pile number 1. We are truly, first up, with the 9 of Wands. It's what I was telling you guys with this idea of liberation. It's being able to free yourself from burdens of the past, being able to look at past wounds, past ties, potentially even for some of you, it's karmic lessons that you've had to carry with you. And there's a sense of finally being able to let go of all of that, free yourself completely so you can step into this new chapter free, unburdened, and a lot more ready to take on anything. So there's really a huge theme of liberation for my pile number 1, especially if you've been battling with, like I was saying, old wounds, things from your past that have been weighing on your heart. This fresh chapter, there will be no space for those things. You're going to leave them behind and finally be ready to step into a new version of yourself. With the Fool and the Empress, how is this blessing going to impact your life? Well, more abundance. First off, with the Empress, it's more abundance. So if you guys are manifesting a new job or anything like that, I see here more financial abundance. If it's related to family life, we see a sense of more love, abundance in the sense of the emotional realm, feeling loved, feeling cherished, feeling blessed, feeling grateful for all the wonderful things coming into your life. Whatever this new chapter, it brings a lot of positive in your life. It brings a sense of abundance, a sense of comfort, and a sense of belonging with the Empress, as well with the Fool, as a sense of courage, a sense of bravery, and a sense of, wow, I did that. My pile number 1 could be surprising themselves by their audacity, by their courage, by their bravery, by their ability to take a leap of faith and landing on their feet and looking back and being like, I leaped that far and I landed on my feet, and you know what? I am exactly where I wanted to be. I feel so much better here in this new version of myself, in this new job, in this new place, in this new relationship. I feel so much more at ease. I feel so much more like myself. I finally feel like I'm being who I want to be. There's really a sense of divine timing as well I'm hearing from my pile number 1, because I sense that for a lot of you, you've been manifesting this change for quite a while. Some of you are getting to a point where you're like, why is this not happening yet? Maybe you've been looking for a job for a long time. Maybe you've been trying to launch your business for a long time. Maybe you've been trying to meet someone for a long time, and it feels like kind of a little bit facing your wall and being like, why, can't I make it happen? There's definitely a sense of divine timing for my pile number 1 that's coming into play when I see these 2 cards, and I'm hearing now is the time. So if you clicked on this pile, know that now is your time, right? There was also an idea of, like, I'm hearing divine test, a little bit of trying, kept hoping, kept pushing forward. It was almost a test of your patience, a test of your courage, a test of the universe being like, are you sure you want it hard enough? And if you do, okay, we're going to give it to you now. We've seen you really wanted it. We've seen you're ready to free yourself. We've seen you're ready to take that leap of faith, to jump. And that's exactly what the universe wants to see from you, my pile number 1. So beautiful, beautiful message so far. I'm loving everything we're seeing. Very powerful. Okay, what do you need to do to receive this blessing, my pile number 1, in order to truly step into this new life, step into this new abundance, take that leap of faith and become the new version of yourself, create that new chapter in your life, whatever it is you guys are praying and manifesting for this new fresh start? What do you need to do to receive it? Let's see. What do you need to do to receive it? My pile number 1. We have Temperance and Queen of Cups. Okay. There's a strong emphasis here on paying attention to your emotional well-being. The first thing I'm hearing, Temperance and Queen of Cups. You are really encouraged to really, my pile number 1, pay attention to your emotional well-being. A lot of this work of stepping into your fresh chapter and of manifesting this change is going to come from how you feel about it. Remember, you had this idea of liberating yourself from the past. This is key. My pile number 1, you're invited to truly, with Temperance and Queen of Cups, pay attention to how you feel. Do the emotional work needed in order to almost prepare the fertile soil of your soul to receive this new seed. Potentially making sure that you are being kind to yourself by paying attention to your emotional well-being, by making sure you are taking time for rest, for meditation. But for some of you, this is an invitation to invite inner peace in your life, to step away from anything chaotic, anything disturbing, anything negative or heavy energy, any heavy conversations, toxic people, drama. gossip, any of that. You're invited to put yourself in your bubble right now, potentially meditate, right? We have those chakras here. The idea of meditation is coming super strongly for my Palomar one. Taking time for rest, taking time for meditation, taking time to connect with your higher self, with the divine, with spirit, with God, whatever you guys believe in. You guys are really, really encouraged to do that spiritual work of clearing your heart, clearing your mind, as well as paying attention to how you feel. We have Frida Kahlo here, who is, in the sense of the Queen of Cups, she can represent the sense of resilience and the sense of accepting as well to... you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing inviting, because Frida Kahlo, if you've read her life work, if you know a little bit about her life, she's had a very difficult life, right? Very, very traumatic, very hard. She's gone through so much hardship, and yet she always creates. She uses art as a way to pour her emotions out and as a way to transmute pain into gold. She's an alchemist in that way, Frida. And that's what you guys are invited to do as well. If you're still at this moment in time reeling from a certain wound, something that's happened, a certain fear or a certain painful memory or a certain way of thinking that feels painful, that feels heavy on your heart, if you're carrying pain in your heart at this moment in time, my pile number one, you're invited to transmute it into gold, potentially channeling it, I'm hearing, and it's quite specific, into art. And that's going to be so different for so many people. For some of you, you're invited to journal, write it all down, but to pour it out so you can remove it from your heart and put it on paper. For some of you, you're invited to actually pour it into art, whether you are drawing, making pottery, dance, whatever it is, ways that you can creatively channel your pain and transmute it into an artistic creativity burst. This is quite specific, but I'm hearing that for my Palomar one because I do feel like I have creatives there. There's something there that you could transform, turning pain into gold, alchemizing your pain into something that could be a fuel for your creativity specifically. And that is also a way for you to welcome in that new chapter, to claim that fresh start, and to step into this change that you've been manifesting, this blessing in the form of this fresh chapter that is coming into your life. Okay, so meditation, cultivating a sense of inner peace, trying to connect with your higher self, God, spirit, whatever you guys believe in, as well as connecting to your heart and transmuting any pain into art, into anything creative, are ways that you can claim this blessing and make it happen quicker. Okay, my pal number one is going to be the long-term impact this blessing is going to have in your life. I mean, for my pal number one, I really feel like there's going to be a before and after, because we're talking about a complete change in life, a complete fresh new chapter, but we're going to explore. So what is the long-term impact of this blessing in your life? My pile number one. The long-term impact. We have 8 of Wands and we have Knight of Wands. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, long-term impact. And let me fix my card while I speak. With long-term impacts in the sense of 8 of Wands and Knight of Wands. First things first. There's an acceleration in your manifestation. When the 8 of Wands comes, we see things finally moving forward, doors opening, opportunities moving. We're finally seeing green lights. We're finally seeing movement, momentum. It's like when you were knocking on that blocked door, suddenly the door opens, and instead of things going at a slow pace, things are accelerating, going a lot faster, momentum. So if you've been, again, praying for change, praying for newness, the 8 of Wands comes to say, it's gonna happen, okay? There's gonna be big changes. Things are gonna happen quickly. And with the 8 of Wands, we always have an idea of expansion as well, acceleration and expansion. So more creativity, more growth, more opportunities, more adventure, more beauty, more love, more abundance, whatever you've been wanting. 8 of Wands always means more, right? And quickly. So that's also the idea of expansion, of things growing. So I'm going to give the example of those of you, for example, wanting to create their own business. Not only does it look like, obviously, it's going to happen, things are going to progress for you, you're able to set up your own business, you're able to manifest that fresh chapter, but we see things accelerating, expansion, it's growing fast. You see success here, you see getting in touch with a lot of clients, being viewed, growth, and being able to touch a lot of people, being able to be seen by a lot of people. So it's just one example, but so you can see how this Eight of Wands could manifest. With the Knight of Wands, it's more of a change and an impact in terms of your attitude. So how is this fresh chapter, this blessing, gonna impact my pile number one? Is in your attitude and in the way that you see yourself. When the Knight of Wands comes, it means that first you're gonna feel a lot more confident about yourself, right? You're gonna feel a lot more confident because you're gonna realize, wow, I took that leap of faith with this particular Fool card. I jumped, and that took courage, that took bravery, and I landed on my feet. And not only did I land on my feet, but I'm exactly where I want to be. So that creates a sense for you of bravery, of confidence, of feeling a lot more able to create the life you want, of feeling a lot more confident in your abilities, of feeling also a lot more creative. Remember, I keep telling you guys, I see creatives in my pile number one. When the Knight of Wands comes, we see you being in tune with your creativity. We see you, literally, if I had to give an expression, you're on fire. And you're on fire, meaning that when you do something, you're like managing to make the right decisions, you have the right ideas, you are contacting the right people, you're on fire. When the Knight of Wands comes, it means that you are literally feeling aligned, you are feeling in tune with your creativity, with your passion, with your spirit, in a way that feels exciting and in a way that feels also inspired. So how can this fresh start impact my pile number one? We also have an idea of renewed inspiration. If you've been feeling bored, if you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed or uninspired, with this fresh start, we have a renewed sense of inspiration, renewed sense of passion, renewed sense of confidence. For some of you, renewed sense of sensuality, of connecting to the part of your body that feels fiery and badass and sexy and confident. Excitement for life as well with the Knight of Wands. And just being more ready to go out there, go on an adventure, tap into your wild spirit, my pile number one. That's also one of the ways that you could step in. That's also one of the ways that this new fresh start could impact you, is you being more in tune with your wild soul, with your wild spirit, your adventurous spirit, and ready to take risks, ready to be bold, ready to be brave, step into the light, right? Those are all attributes of the Knight of Wands that you guys could take on as attributes for yourself. I love that so much. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up with some little oracle cards. Let's see if your guides have anything else to say about this blessing, this fresh start for you guys. Let's see. For my pile number one, what do we have? The advice from your guides around this? Any last message? We have Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Again, for me, it goes back to this needing you being invited to liberate yourself from any old pain, old wound, and alchemizing that into gold, using that in a creative way, potentially, like I said, using creative arts, or using art or movement or dance or whatever it is to channel that pain and create something beautiful out of it. So for me, this clear out the clutter relates to clearing the clutter in your heart, leaving any old pain behind, cutting some ties that are dragging you down so that you're welcome to, again, step into this fresh chapter, right? Remember, big important part of your reading is this Fool energy. So beautiful. Okay, I love that. And pay attention to the frog. Maybe some of you are going to see frog spirit. You might see real frogs. You might see a video of a frog on social media. You might see frog symbolism, frog imagery. Pay attention to that. That's a way for your guides to remind you of this specific message, remind you of the blessing coming. And let's wrap it up with one last little card for my pile number one. Message from your guides about this new fresh start. We have Inner Temple Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Look how these two cards are so similar. Remember, I told you in the part of how to welcome this new blessing, there was a big theme on meditation, on connecting with your higher self, on connecting with spirit, God, the universe, whatever you guys believed in. This idea of cultivating, of spending time in your inner temple, of spending time in devotion. This is exactly that. Tune into the portal of your heart, linking this to this Temperance card goes back to everything we've talked about here. So a beautiful confirmation of that message. Okay, my pile number one, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you something of value. If it did, don't hesitate to like, comment. If you're not yet subscribed, I invite you to do so. It would be my pleasure to have you join. And until my next video, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye! Okay, my pile number 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this particular crystal, or if you chose this deck, which is actually called the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot, it's a mermaid deck. It's got pirates and cute mermaids. It's adorable, a little bit campy, and really a joy. So if you chose this particular deck, this is gonna be the reading for you. As I mentioned today, we're looking at what is the next blessing in your life. In order to do that, we're gonna start with some pre-pulled oracle cards. I've not yet looked at them. We're going to discover them together, and then we'll move on to your tarot cards. So let's have a look for my pile number 2, the blessing coming into your life. Let's see. We have message. Okay. We have trust. Okay. We have don't be afraid. This is a French text, so I'll translate it for you. It says don't be afraid. And the last one says remise à zéro, which literally means fresh start, clean slate. So for my pile number 2 is message, trust, don't be afraid, and clean slate. I'm feeling that my pile number 2's blessing could come in the form of a resolution in a interpersonal relationship or some form of conflict that has been weighing you down. That's one of the first forms this particular blessing could take is a resolution in the sense of a relationship that was very full of conflict, whether it was a friendship, conflict with a family member, or with a romantic partner. I'm seeing resolution. I'm seeing things finally healing, and I'm seeing an ability to get a clean slate and move forward with this relationship in a way that feels a lot more trusting, in the way that feels a lot more beautiful and healing and fulfilling and loving. So if some of you guys right now are facing conflict in an interpersonal relationship, there's a blessing coming in the form of a resolution. You guys are able to chat, put things down, heal, and move forward with that person in a way that's so much more loving and nourishing and beautiful. That's for part of my pile number 2. The second part of my pile number 2, the blessing comes in the form of a new relationship that is able to make you believe and trust in people's goodness again. We have with message, trust, clean slate. I see someone new coming into your life, and that person could help you trust again, could help you no longer be afraid of connection, could help you believe that you deserve a fresh start as well, in friendships, in romantic relationships, whatever it may be. For some of you, it's definitely romantic partner related, so you could finally meet that one person that makes you believe in love again, finally meet that one person that helps you trust, especially for those of you who've been betrayed in the past by past partners. This blessing in the form of a new person coming into your life could help you trust in people, could help you feel at ease, could help you no longer be afraid, open up again, feel vulnerable again, believe in love again, I'm hearing. For some of you, it's a friend coming into your life again. If you've been betrayed in the past by friendships that turned out to be toxic, or people who lied, people who disappointed you, this new person coming into your life, this new friend, is helping you trust in the goodness of people, helping you feel like finally I meet someone who I deserve, who sees me, who loves me, who supports me, who is honest with me. We can have a beautiful friendship, a beautiful relationship. I'm no longer afraid of putting my guard down because I finally found my match, whether that's a romantic match or friendship match. I'm seeing that as well for my pile number 2. So I see 2 different kind of options here. For some of you, it's a resolution with someone that right now the relationship is conflictual and difficult, but you're able to move forward, heal, and things are so much better. Or it's someone new coming into your life, a new friend, a new relationship, a new romantic partner that makes you feel again like you can trust in goodness in people again, you can feel the love again, you can cherish having someone close to you again, and that feels really good. Because we have the message card, whether we are talking about a resolution with someone already in your life or whether we're talking about someone new coming into your life, it's gonna come from them. You're gonna get a text, you're gonna get a an email, you're gonna get a call. If it's from someone that you're trying to heal the relationship, they're gonna be the one getting in touch with you and I'm hearing some of you are finally getting an apology. For the people for whom it's relating to a new person in your life, they're gonna be the one chasing you. It could be that there's the first person texting you on the dating app, there's a person like approaching you in the coffee shop, whatever it is. There's the first person if you exchange numbers because you've met someone, there's the one sending the first text. It's coming from externally. Someone is messaging you, whether they want the resolution or whether it's not new person. There's this idea of the blessing coming in the form of you being chased, you being approached, and someone else making the effort. And I want to say for once, because I'm hearing that really my pile number 2 has always to be the grown-up person, always has to be the person not chasing but initiating or trying to put their best foot forward and trying to do the work of mending relationships or of initiating things. And for once, you're going to be on the other side of that. For once, you're going to be approached, you're going to be chased, you're going to be contacted. And that is also the fresh start, coming in the sense of you finally being able to take almost a back seat and letting other people come to you, right? Instead of having to do all the effort. So that is also what I'm seeing for my pile number 2. Beautiful. So for my pile number 2, it's really on the theme of interpersonal relationships here, very different to my pile number 1. For my pile number 2, the blessing could come in the form of interpersonal relationship. So very beautiful. We're talking about connection here with other people. And now let's look at your tarot card. How will this blessing impact your life, my pile number 2? This new relationship, new friendship, or this mending and resolution and healing of a relationship. How is this blessing gonna impact your life? Let's see. Six of Pentacles, super interesting. Yeah. Let me pull a couple more. The Empress. Ooh, I love that. Yeah. First off, with the Empress, there's a feeling of feeling abundant, feeling loved, feeling cherished. I told you guys, finally, you're able to take a back seat and someone is approaching you. Someone is making the effort, whether that someone wants to heal the relationship with you, find a resolution, whether that's they want to apologize, or whether it's someone new who's trying to get in touch with you, who wants to impress you, who wants to be liked by you. There is definitely a sense of feeling cherished, feeling supported, feeling loved with the Empress. So we love that. There's a sense of feeling more abundant in the love around you. With the Six of Pentacles, there is a sense of finally fairness coming in and things readjusting. For those of you for whom it's relating to there was a conflictual relationship and finally there's a resolution coming in and you're able to move forward to heal that relationship and to have a fresh start in that relationship. This is coming because there's a sense of fairness here of finally that person apologizes. I told you guys are getting an apology and we're finding balance. Finally, we're able to move forward because there's an equilibrium coming in, because we're getting an apology, because the person is recognizing their wrongdoing. The person is recognizing you were giving more than them. And so now it's their turn and they understand that they need to put in the work just the way you've put in the work. Okay, some of you have been giving, and now it's your time to receive, okay, in that particular relationship that is healing and that is moving forward. For those of you who are stepping into a new relationship, whether it's a friendship, a loving partner, romantic partner, whatever, again, there's a sense of in the past you were someone who was giving a lot of yourself, and now again it's a time of you receiving love, receiving time, receiving gifts, whatever it may be. Potentially, I feel my pile number 2 in the past has been very giving, very generous. You've given, and you might not have always received the same amount of energy, time, money, intention, love, care that you were giving. You potentially were giving a lot to other people and not getting that much in return. No more. This is also the blessing for my pile number 2. Finally stepping into relationships or friendship or family dynamics, romantic relationships, whatever it may be, where there's an equilibrium, where you're getting as much as you're receiving, where people are showing up as much as you. They're taking care of you as much as you're taking care of them. They want to be with you as much as you want to be with them. They are listening to you as much as you're listening to them, right? We are We are entering a new balance in the relationship. Finally, things are being more fair, more just, and better equilibrium in the sense of giving and receiving, which my pile number 2 really deserved. And now it's your time to enter healthier relationships in that sense, where you're finally getting the attention, the love, the care that you deserve. I love that for you guys. That's so beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at what do you need to do to receive this blessing, okay? How can you embrace this blessing? How can you welcome it in your life? What can you do to receive this blessing of this interpersonal relationship shift for my pile number 2? What do you need to do to receive this blessing, my pile number 2? Knight of Cups and the Sun. I love that. With the Knight of Cups, there's a sense here of an encouragement from Spirit, from your guides, to wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't hide. Don't pretend. Don't put a mask on. Don't put walls around yourself. Wear your heart on your sleeve, my pile number 2. If we're talking about a relationship, about some conflictual relationship that you want to heal, that needs a resolution, and you're waiting for an apology, you feel like that person did wrong to you, and you want to move forward in the relationship, but you need that person to see they've hurt your feelings, that they need to grow, etc., then this is the encouragement to be honest, to be real, and to speak your truth, to share what's on your heart. Don't hide, don't keep your feelings to yourself. Speak out, share what's weighing on your heart, my pile number 2. If it's relating to a new relationship, someone new coming into your life, whether that's a friend, a romantic partner, again, don't pretend, don't hide, be 100% yourself, wear your heart on your sleeve, share how you feel. This new person will not be afraid or overwhelmed by your emotional intelligence, by your emotions, by your feelings. On the contrary, they will be very in tune with your ability to be authentic, to be vulnerable, to be sensitive, to be in tune with your emotions. So first things first, how to receive this new blessing in the sense of interpersonal relationship shift and everything we've talked about. Wear your heart on your sleeves, share how you feel, speak your truth, tell people how you feel, what's on your heart. If they are exciting to you and you like them, tell them, right? It's an invitation to be vulnerable and to share what's on your heart. With the Sun, we also have and honestly, I love when the Sun comes in terms of what do you need to do, because when the Sun comes, it's always a sense of having fun. So how to welcome this either new relationship or this resolution of a relationship by making sure that you're having fun, that you're inviting joy in your life, that you're doing things that make you happy. If you nurture a life right now where you are so happy, where you are so joyful, where you are doing things that make you feel bright and warm and vibrant, you are gonna shine so bright, people are gonna be attracted to you like a moth. So that's how you get that person that wronged you to see, wow, they're so happy. They seem to be doing so good even without me. I'm realizing I really fucked up. I really shouldn't have said that. And I really need to apologize because I really miss them in my life. I'm seeing how bright they shine, how vibrant they are. And I'm realizing that I really miss them, that I really fucked up, and that I really need to apologize so that we can move forward. If it's a new person entering into your life, by you doing things that make you feel vibrant and joyful and nurturing a sense of happiness in your life, again, you're gonna shine bright. This is you and your aura shining so bright that people are attracted to you. And so that's how people notice you and they're like, wow, this person, again, beautiful aura. They seem warm, they seem vibrant. I need to get to know them. I need to learn who they are. I want to be part of their life, whether that's a new friend, new partner, etc. Again, it's really an invitation to both be honest, be vulnerable, share what's on your heart. Don't hide behind masks. Don't hide behind walls. It's not the time. You're invited to be 100% yourself. Be open to vulnerability. Wear your heart on your sleeve. There's no point for pretenses right now. Remember, do not be afraid. It's a time of trust, of being completely vulnerable, open, and yourself, of being 100% authentic, and of shining bright, of doing things that bring joy will be the best way to attract this new blessing. So honestly, it's nothing two major you guys have to do. Your homework is to have fun and to be yourself. That's it. And you know what? I love that so much for you guys. Okay, what is going to be the long-term impact of this blessing in your life, my pile number 2? Let's have a look. What is going to be the long-term impact of this blessing in your life? We have Six of Swords and we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, remember we had clean slate? I told you for some of you, you're able to move forward again, whether that's a new relationship, a new friendship, a new romantic partner, or whether that's a relationship that heals, that there's a resolution of conflict and you're able to move forward and on a new dynamic. There is a sense of moving forward in a way that feels a lot fairer, that feels a lot more balanced, and where you guys are able to move forward as well in your own self with the idea of, I finally got what I deserved. I finally am getting the love I deserve, the care I deserve, the attention I deserve, right? With the Six of Swords, there's an idea of your life in general being able to move forward. So for those of you for whom, if it was relating to a relationship that was in conflict, once it's resolved there, and once you're able to move forward and heal that relationship, there's also a sense of relief that comes, that it almost opens up all other areas of your life as well, especially if it was a romantic partner with whom you've been arguing a lot, for example, and you're able to heal and move forward together in a much more loving relationship. That is going to obviously affect not just your relationship with them, but potentially your day-to-day life, maybe even your work life, because you were overwhelmed by your arguments with that person, so that affected your work, affected your family life, whatever. There's a sense here of being able to move forward and find peace and comfort in all areas of your life because this relationship is healing. If it's related to a new relationship, again, this new relationship allows you to move forward in all areas of your life. There's a sense of relief there, a sense of fresh start, clean slate. And also with the Ace of Swords, there's a new vision that my pile number 2 integrates, a new perspective in life of you realizing that you can deserve love, beautiful love, healing love, supportive love, real love, that you can deserve trust, and that you can trust in other people, that you can be yourself, that you can be authentic. So this Ace of Swords, it represents you being able to finally take on a new belief in the world of interpersonal relationship, and it's a healthy belief in kindness of people, in your ability to trust other people, in the fact that you don't have to wait for someone to hurt you, in the fact that you don't have to hide behind a wall, you don't have to protect your feelings with that person because you're realizing they have your best intention at heart. So it's almost you're able to take on a new perspective of love and of interpersonal relationship, friendships, whatever it may be, that feels very healthy and healing. So if you've been hurt in the past, and that's really affected your confidence or affected your ability to bond with other people, there's healing there as well. This new chapter, this blessing coming in the world of interpersonal relationship, is allowing you to also be able to trust again, and that is super important, I feel like, for my pile number 2. Okay, we're gonna have a look at some oracle cards, wrap up the reading, and see if your guides have anything else to say about this new blessing. Any last message from your guides? What do we have? We have trust in divine detours. Again, trust is such a big word for my pile number 2. Trust. Trust with divine detour. Here I'm hearing that if it's related to, again, this idea of a relationship where there's going to be a resolution and potentially right now things are not going so well, this is an invitation to trust in the process, as I really feel like there's a resolution on the way. So even if right now things are conflictual, trust this person is going to apologize. This person is going to realize they've hurt you. There's definitely resolution coming. For those of you who are waiting to meet someone new, whether it's a friend or a partner, trust in divine detours. Again, you're invited to trust. Maybe if so far you've not met the right person, you feel like you keep kissing metaphorical frogs and not getting your prince or princesses. Trust in divine detours. Your time is coming, your person is coming. So this is really for my pile number 2. There's a big invitation on trust. Your animal is a coyote, so pay attention to how the coyote could show up in your life. Potentially you are seeing videos of coyote on social media, you're seeing coyote in real life, or you're seeing coyote imagery as like little synchronicities from the universe. That could be a way for your guides to communicate about this particular blessing. And we're going to pull one last card for my pile number 2 about this blessing. Oh, I think we have a jumper. Soul family, call it your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Exactly. So truly for my pile number 2, it's relating to you bonding with someone else, whether it's reconnecting with the next, whether it's you healing a relationship with a family member or a friend, whether it's you meeting a new friend, you meeting a new partner. It's all about soul connection. It's all about you feeling like you can connect to someone, you feeling like you are surrounded, cherished, loved, supported. That is your blessing, my pile number 2, okay? And I love that for you guys so much. How beautiful. Okay, so that's all I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If it resonated, if it brought you anything of value, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you're not yet part of the family. I would love to have you join this wonderful community. Thank you so much for your presence. And until my next video, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye. Okay, my pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this particular crystal, which is a desert rose, which looks like this, or if you chose this deck, which is actually called the Glimmer Walker Tarot, it's super new to my collection and I could not wait to try it. So I'm gonna see with you guys, we're gonna see how it reads. I'm excited. It's really moody and a little bit fantasy and very vibrant, and I'm really excited to read with this for you guys. So if you chose either this deck or this crystal, it's gonna be the reading for you. Before we get into your tarot cards, I've pre-pulled some oracle cards. I've not yet looked at them. We're gonna discover them together, and we're gonna start with that. Let's check out your oracle cards. So next blessing, we have knowledge, okay? We have shift, okay? We have put your mind on pause. This is a French deck, so I'll translate it for you. Put your mind on pause. And we have positive emotions. Okay, super interesting. For my pile number 3, the blessing, all 3 piles had very different vibes, which is why I love to do those pick-a-pile readings, because they always, like, every pile is always super unique and different. And for my pile number 3, the blessing truly comes in a shift in your perspective. When I see this, I'm seeing Hanged Man energy, so we'll see if the Hanged Man comes up. But I see my pile number 3, your blessing coming in the form of you being able to look at life in a different lens. You are changing your perspective on life, and that is having a huge impact. Your ability to move forward, in your ability to feel positive, to feel good, in your ability to get a better handle on your mental health, your well-being, your emotions, your mind, all of those things. My pile number 3, the blessing comes in you stepping into new beliefs, new mindset, new perspective. You're looking at life in a whole new way. You're feeling more positive. You're feeling better emotionally, spiritually, mentally. If you've been struggling with your mental health, if you've been struggling with anxiety, worries, anything like that, there's a huge blessing coming in you, in the fact that you're going to be able to put your mind on pause. You're going to be able to reinstore a sense of peace, a sense of control about how your mind works. You're going to be able to invite more joy, more happiness, more fulfillment in your life. So it's truly a change in perspective, a change in how you feel. If my pile number 3 has been feeling overwhelmed, anxious, worried, tired, or very down, very angry, or very sad, or any of those things, your blessing comes in the way that all of this heaviness is soon removing, is soon shifting, and you're gonna very soon feel a whole lot better, okay? So that is beautiful already for my pile number 3. I love that. There's a sense of a shift in your how you feel, in like feeling in negativity, shifting into positivity, in heaviness, shifting into lightness. And truly, like I said, it's giving Hanged Man energy in tarot, a change in perspective. If you've been feeling very pessimistic, suddenly things are turning around, you feel optimistic again, you feel hopeful again, you feel joyful again, you feel excited again, you feel creative again, you feel inspired again, whatever it may be. There's a sense of really a big highlight on my pile number 3, just feeling a lot better in terms of emotions and mental well-being, and I love that so much. We also have knowledge, super interesting. When I see this knowledge card and this shift, for me, it's you deciding to change the way that you look at life. That comes from a very personal choice. A personal choice to look at life differently. You have been doing a certain work, my pile number 3, around deciding to pay attention to how your mind works, to pay attention to how you speak to yourself. You've done a big work on how you look at life, on potentially your beliefs, your values, and how that could affect your life as well. I see my pile number 3 as people who are really into introspection. Some of you have been journaling, some of you have been doing introspective work, shadow work, some of you have been going to therapy. There's this whole work you've been doing on your vision of life, how you feel, how you view life, and you're doing the work with a big W, my pile number 3, to try and change certain beliefs so that they can be more nurturing of your joy and so that they can help you look at life in a more positive, joyful way. So that's also coming through strongly. I really see my pile number 3 as having done the work and doing a lot of work in trying to be introspective and pay attention to how you speak to yourself and all of those things, right? Paying attention to what do you believe in? What are your beliefs? What are your core values? What are your visions of life? And if some of those visions and values are hindering your well-being, how can you shift that? And you're doing that work of shifting your perspective, of shifting your belief so that those beliefs can help you out. So if you've been, for example, I'm going to give an example, someone who's been constantly in their life telling themselves, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. You're doing the work right now of changing that and of being like, you know what? I am good enough. I can do this. I'm going to try. And if I fail, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give myself a chance to do this. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to try and take a leap of faith. I'm going to try and not be so hard on myself. I'm going to try this new thing. And if it doesn't work out, I'm not going to berate myself because at least I'll have tried. So I see you guys really changing the way you look at yourself, the way you speak to yourself, and embracing visions and attitudes that are a lot more nourishing towards yourself, a lot more encouraging, a lot more loving, a lot more supportive, a lot more joyful, right? And that is helping you also to feel a lot better. So super beautiful for my pile number 3. It's really a change in your perspective, in your well-being, in how you speak to yourself, you deciding to be more of your own best friend, more of your own cheerleader, and that is having impact in your life, obviously, and that's what we're going to explore. So how is this going to impact your life? So let's have a look. For my pile number 3, how is this change of perspective, this new vision you have for yourself, the work you've been doing on speaking to yourself better, on believing in yourself, on being your best cheerleader, how is it going to impact your life? We have Justice and we have the Strengths card, double majors. How gorgeous is this deck, you guys? I'm really enjoying it. Look, we have the heart and the feather, very matte, from Egyptian mythology. Okay, how is this blessing going to impact your life? Well, for my pile number 3, this new perspective, these new beliefs you're gonna nurture, this new vision you have for yourself, the new way you speak to yourself, this feeling of, again, more joy, more hopefulness, more positivity, it's automatically gonna create a sense of fulfillment and of power for my pile number 3. There's an idea here with a specific strengths card of you reconnecting with your power. You remembering you indeed have the power to change your life. You indeed have the power to be brave. You indeed have the power to go after what it is you want. That you are capable enough. That you're good enough. That you're smart enough. That you're strong enough. Whatever it is that you guys have been working on, you're realizing, indeed, I'm capable, I can do that, and I have power. So there's a renewed sense of confidence, a renewed sense of empowerment for my pile number 3, which is going to affect every area of your life, right? It means you're standing in your power, you're feeling fierce, you're feeling like you've got what it takes to achieve anything. With Justice, we also have an idea of feeling more aligned, of finally feeling like your mind is not betraying your heart, but they are completely balanced, right? We have the heart and the mind, this idea of finding perfect balance, this idea of not letting your mind take over, of not letting your inner critic, your inner saboteur, your inner demons make your life miserable, but on the contrary, finding balance in the way you feel versus how you think, and using both of these like compass, both what you think of and both how you feel, as a way to feel aligned, as a way to feel balanced, and as a way to feel inspired. Because look, we have this like little being here in the middle of this lightning, and I see this as being completely inspired and receiving inspiration from the divine. This is what I see for my pile number 3 as well. So there's a sense also of alignment for my pile number 3, of coming and of finally feeling aligned in oneself, feeling better in oneself, and feeling like you are who you're meant to be, finding yourself at a crossroad, my pile number 3, and realizing that you are exactly who you're meant to be, you're doing what you're meant to do, and you feel like you're in alignment with your life purpose. Okay, super important for my pile number 3. It's quite a spiritual reading for my pile number 3, a little bit more spiritual and grand theme than my other 2 piles. My other 2 piles was more related to material day to day. For my pile number 3, it's a little bit more abstract. It's more of a spiritual evolution almost. I see you guys as like, there's a spiritual growth. There's like, yeah, it's more metaphysical, if I can say that. It's less rooted in the material, but it's gonna have impact on the material life. It's just bigger than that. It's not just a material change, it's actually a change in your soul, right? You recognizing your soul power, you stepping back into your soul power, you feeling aligned again, and you feeling like you're where you're meant to be. So it's really beautiful and quite powerful reading for my pile number 3. Okay, let's continue. What do you need to do to receive this reading? What can you do to like literally open your palms up, open your hands up, and receive this blessing? My pile number 3. What do you need to do to receive this blessing? 3 of fruit or 3 of pentacles. Okay. And 8 of light or 8 of wand. I am loving this deck. Look how cute. It's so pretty. I'm having a great time. Okay. 3 of fruits, 8 of light. Okay, you know, the first thing I've heard is share your dreams with other people. With this 3 of fruit or 3 of pentacles, I'm seeing the universe or your guides, your higher self, whatever you guys believe in, encouraging you to speak out about your dreams. Okay, so don't keep your dreams to yourself. If you want to go traveling, share it. Say that to your friends. Tell it to your colleagues. If you want to start a podcast, say it, voice it, share it with the world. If you want to meet someone, again, voice it, share it, right? I'm hearing from your lips to the universe is here. You're meant to share your dreams with other people. And through you voicing it, through you sharing your dreams with the people around you, your loved ones, your friends, whatever it may be, your community, there's an idea of your dreams being able to find their way to you and find exactly where you've been, right? With this light coming exactly where you are. So for my pile number 3, I see an invitation here to voice your dreams, speak them out loud. Don't be afraid to tell people what you want to do, to share your dreams, share your manifestations. Again, if you want to move, tell people, I can't wait to move. I can't wait to buy my own house. I can't wait to find a new job. Whatever it may be, voice it. Voice your dreams, speak them aloud. And that could create a sense of both help coming from outside by people putting you in the right connection, people putting you in touch with the right person, people sending you a link to something that could help you out, etc. As well as it's a momentum that's coming in with this 8 of light of, in terms of energy, the universe understanding, okay, they've voiced what they want, so now I'm going to make sure I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to find this like energy finding you, right? The universe finding exactly what it is you want and pouring it into you. So that's what I'm picking up from my pile number 3. Really an encouragement to voice in your dreams, speaking about them, sharing them, as it will be a way for them to manifest quicker, okay? The long-term impact of this blessing in your life, this blessing again for you guys being a shift in perspective, more joy, a shift in the way you look at life, a spiritual evolution, a certain growth, a feeling of alignment, a feeling of empowerment, right? How is it going to impact your life long-term? 4 of light, celebration, accomplishment, and being able to share that with the people you love. So that's beautiful. Being able to share your success with other people, being able to celebrate your joy with other people, being able to create beautiful memories, being able to feel abundant and share that abundance with other people. We love that. That's one of the long-term impacts of this blessing in your life. Celebration and sharing that with others. Ace of fruit. So Ace of Earth or Pentacles, a fresh start in the material world. Here we go. I told you there would be a material implication of this metaphysical spiritual shift. By you feeling more aligned, stepping more into your power, you are able to plant a seed and start a fresh chapter in the material world. So for some of you, it could be finding the right job for you, creating a career change, creating a new lifestyle, finding a changing environment, finding the perfect home for you, whatever it is you've been desiring, implementing a new daily life. There's this idea of you being able to plant a seed in the material realm and to create a new chapter that really comes from this sense of, again, almost a metaphysical change first. It's you spiritually, emotionally, mentally feeling better, and that is allowing you to create a change in your physical reality. I love that for my pile number 3. Really, really beautiful reading. Okay, we're gonna wrap things up by pulling some oracle cards. Let's see if your guides have anything else to add. For my pile number 3, we have Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now. Okay, be here now. Be in the present moment, right? Remember, you had this idea of put your mind on pause. Be in the present moment. Connect to your physical reality. Try and come back to your body. Try and ground. Try and enjoy what's around you. With the hummingbird, we could have an invitation to cultivate gratitude as well, as a way to attract even more good things in your life. And pay attention to hummingbirds. Hummingbirds, as potentially you see a real one, you see videos of it on social media, you see imagery of hummingbird. They are an important animal for my pile number 3 at this moment in time. But let's see for my pile number 3, last message from your guides. We have warrior. We had a jumper. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Again, right? There's a sense of justice here with the sword. It's giving John of Arc energy. For me, it's going back to this idea of justice, of you feeling more aligned, of you heeding your soul calling. I told you guys, for my pile number 3, it's a spiritual change. It's a shift in your vision, in your perspective. You're heeding a soul calling, and this is what's unlocking a new start in the material world. But it's coming from you heeding your soul calling, you changing your vision, you working on your perspective, on your beliefs, and you really answering your deepest calling. And that is the key for you guys, and that's a beautiful, beautiful blessing. I really love that. I don't know why I'm feeling called to pull one last card for you guys. Let's see what's coming up. We also have, we had that card actually with another pile. That's interesting. We have Inner Temple, Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So for me, it's going back to this idea of, we had a positive emotion, and the idea of you paying attention to how you feel, paying attention to your emotion, a shift in your well-being, in your emotional well-being, that can come by potentially for some of you spending time in devotion, in meditation, tuning into yourself, tuning into the portal of your own heart. That could be a way for you to help this perspective shift, to step into this new dimension for yourself. Really beautiful. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope this reading brought you something of value. I hope it resonated. If it did, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe. If you're not yet part of the community, I would love to have you join. And until my next video, I'm sending you so much good vibes, and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye!